Pac-Man is back, and this time he is wearing a bow. Gameplay is very similar to the first game. There are 4 mazes this time, and the ghosts are much less predictable. The game also starts moving faster as you progress. The fruit no longer stays in one place. It bounces around the maze and you have to catch it. I seem to get stuck on corners more often than in the first game. Ms. Pac-Man also seems to have the same problem of going in the wrong direction that her husband does. The graphics are pretty similar to the original. The only real difference is that the fruit is now animated, and Ms. Pac-Man has far more detail than Pac-Man, though thankfully not as much detail as the cabinet art. Whoa. The eating sound is less annoying than in Pac-Man. There is a weird background noise, but it fades as you play. The music is all new. It's pretty good, but not quite as catchy as the original. Ms. Pac-Man is just as hard, if not harder, than the original. I can just barely make it to the 3rd maze. Once again, there are little cutscenes between some levels. One day Pac-Man was being chased by a ghost in the dark void between mazes. As luck would have it, a female of whatever species Pac-Man is was being chased in the other direction. They immediately fall in love because, well, I guess because they were each other's only option. She goes by Ms. because she's an early 80s feminist, but still takes Pac-Man's name because she wants to ride on the coattails of his popularity. Since Pac-Man just has a first name, she takes that as her married name. I suppose she could have appended Pac-Man to her maiden name, but maybe they didn't sound good together, or she thought that 2 hyphens in a name were excessive. Anyway, the story still doesn't explain why they are in mazes, why there are ghosts after them, or what is so special about Walt. Ms. Pac-Man is better than the original game in every way. The additional mazes and cutscenes give players a greater incentive to keep playing. There are enhanced versions that have more mazes, but the arcade version is still worth your time. Bottom line, if you liked Pac-Man, then you will like Ms. Pac-Man even more.